Hi everyone, Merry Christmas. This is Nancy from Ring Tree Lighting. I am the individual that invented the product. I'm also the person selling the product on the website. I'm getting a lot of questions from people saying how simple it is to use. How do you use it? I don't want something really difficult. It's a very simple 1, 2, 3 installation. It's fun. You'll love doing it. Your kids will love doing it. You can let your kids do it on their own. So I'm going to show you a little bit more on how to use this. But the reason I invented it was because of these. So let me just put this package down for a minute. And let me share this with you. I think this Christmas, we're all going to experience this in our basement. Other than me, because I'm using Ring Tree. These are our old lights. This is what I found about 6.5 years ago. I went to my basement, single mom for the first time, went to decorate my 7-foot tree that my son picked out for me. And I was so proud of myself for getting it in the house and getting it in the stand. Went to the basement and this is what I found. And honestly, this made me cry. I don't know if it makes you cry, but it makes me cry. These lights, they're hard to untangle. They're not easy to store. They're difficult to wrap around the tree. And then even when you wrap them, you don't get enough depth from the light, in my opinion. I like a lot of light on my tree. So, and I find that when a bulb goes out, it's always the one in the front. It's always the one in the front that you can't change or you can't hide. So, and this is going into our landfill. So we're throwing these out because 1 or 2 bulbs have gone out. And that's not fun. That's not good for our environment. We need to stop using these. We need to find some other use for these other than our Christmas tree. So let me put those away. And we're going to go back to my Ring Tree product here. It's based on 4 rings, 3 connector cables, and then 1 plug into the wall cable. And then you just play with the lights. So let me show you the rings first. Now I'm showing you on an artificial tree. The reason for that is I do love my artificial tree. It sits in my office. Christmas, we do get a real tree. So I want you to know that the Ring Tree lighting set works on either. It can work on an artificial tree. Even if you have it lit up already, you can add more lights. Who doesn't like more lights at Christmas? I love lots of lights. So if you have an artificial tree and it already has white lights, add some color or add more white lights, and we'll show you how to do that. If you have a real tree, this is fantastic for real trees as well. So it works on both. So this is the system. So in your pack, it comes with 4 rings. Now these rings look interesting. They're open at the back, and it's kind of like a horseshoe. And all it does is when you lift up your branches on your tree, you're just sliding it over the trunk of the tree. That's it. It's as simple as that. You'll notice these pegs. These are little pins that are on the side. There's 5 pins on each ring. So we have 10 pins in total. Then we have a pin at the top and a pin at the bottom. So the pins on the top and the bottom, if you're putting your ring on the bottom close to the wall, so closest to the wall socket, then you're actually going to attach your 1 cable that has the plug-in. So this plugs into the wall to give your ring power. Now everyone says to me, okay, well that ring has power. How do the other rings get power? The other rings just simply connect with a cable. We gave you 2 feet cable, so you get 3 of these. You can connect all 4 rings. If you need a second set, you'll get more. You just connect it to the other ring, and this now gives power. We've given you 2 feet because I recommend that you actually give yourself 1.5 feet to put 1 ring on. What I'm showing you here, that is 1 ring. That is 10 strands, 60 bulbs. That's a lot of light in one area. Okay? If you have a 7-foot tree, 4 rings will work. If you have a 9-foot tree or 10-foot tree, you might want to buy 2 kits, depending on how much light you want. So this is as simple as it gets. It plugs in. Okay, so let me show you a ring. So if I were to add to my tree, so like I said, I only did 1 ring on the bottom. If I want to add another light, this is what it looks like with the lights. So of course I'd have a connector cable from here down to the ring below, and a connector cable here up to the ring above. Okay, your top ring will have an extra little pin, and that's for next year. Hopefully we're bringing in some stars and different tree toppers that you can connect and have lights up there. That's next year, so keep tuned. Stay tuned. So let's look at the lights themselves. The lights are designed to be 2 foot. Now what you want to remember is some people say 2 feet, that doesn't seem big. I have a big wide tree. You only need the 2 foot from the trunk out, and that's more than enough room to wrap that around some branches. This is a very, very skinny tree. So 2-foot strand, 6 bulbs on each strand. So when you're filling the whole ring, you're getting 60 bulbs. And again, they just plug in like they did up here. It's a simple plug-in system. They just plug in and that's it. Now, if you notice, the fun thing about Ring Tree is you don't just have to do white. You can do a Canadian tree, red, white, red, white, red, white. Or you can just do a full multicolored tree. It's really endless. Let your kids pick the color of lights that they want to put in. You might want to do a whole full white tree with a little bit of color in the center, like a little stripe. Really, it's fun, it's customized. Every tree will be different and fun. So what do I do now? The first step was we plugged it into the wall. The second step is we put it around the trunk. The third step is we take our connector cord and all we do is simply plug it in. So it just does simple as that. Push it in to the trunk, and now all you have to do is zhuzh up your tree. Oh, sorry, my connector cable just disconnected. I didn't push it in hard enough. There we go. Now we're just zhuzhing up the tree. So you're just moving these around wherever you want them, and that's the fun part. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, plug it into the wall. 2, put it into the tree, or put your lights on it, and then 3, put it around the trunk, and then it's fun with just putting it around the tree. Okay. Hope you enjoy Ringtree. Please support me. Please support Ringtree. Please support the planet so that we're not putting these in the landfill anymore. Please visit me at www.ringtree.com. Please send me your comments, send me your feedback. Please send me your trees if you're doing this project, if you're using Ringtree. I'd love to see the trees that you create. Merry Christmas, everyone.